just a reality, find forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid them back and told them it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory, tell the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Herbert on first down now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Herbert. To the double coverage and intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches along the way. He's more than capable of adding to their passing game.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Mayfield now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury and having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd and short. Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The kick by Maher is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now this throw caught left side, and he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Herbert now. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jackson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Mayfield to throw it. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jimmy Moreland. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 29. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Herbert off of play action. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And this is back to a 5-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. First down, Mayfield. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 41, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Marr able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Mayfield. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Again, Herbert. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. And they'll indeed take a knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect.
And now here's another interception. Kevin King with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now it's the backup Keenum. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Out of the gun, Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this caught left side by the tight end Parham. 7 yards the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught by Hollister. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On the run, this is Hunt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down now, it's Love. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And Hunt is not going to get there. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Still 9 remaining on second down. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.